knew it was coming before too long. That's right. Was it yesterday that this happened? I'm talking about the East Idaho News article that I saw posted this morning. Victor talked about it on his morning show. It must have been yesterday. This man was already gored by a bison. It is early May. It has already happened in Yellowstone National Park. A Florida man was gored by a bison after officials say he approached the animal too closely. That's right. Oh, it happened on Sunday. Helps to read the article, around 3:15 p.m. in the Lake Village area of the park, according to a news release. The 47-year-old from Cape Coral sustained minor injuries, was treated on site by emergency medical personnel. I tell you, nobody listens whatsoever. You could have every sign you can out there at Yellowstone. You'll still get that one guy. It's like, oh, they look pretty nice. I'm good with animals. I can go out there and go pet the fluffy cow. Next thing you know, he's on the ground, a bloody mess. I'm glad he's okay, though. I'm glad he's okay. If you want to see the full news release, you can over at eastidahonews.com. If you want to get a hold of me, you also can at 208-535-1015. The K-Bear 101 Secret Sound powered by The Advocates. Let's see if we can get a winner for that today. $1,048. Take a look at those incorrect guesses on the form through the channel apps, K-Bear, Alt, and Cannonball. Make sure, if you haven't signed up already, to also sign up to be randomly called, because I'll call some people this afternoon as well. And listen for that cue to call, which might be happening this hour. If you were tuned in at 7:05 this morning, you would know what hour it's going to play during Peach's Pit Party right here on K-Bear 101. I was contemplating playing Three Doors Down as my pick of the day today because if you saw what we posted on Facebook at K-Bear 101 FM, I shared the news article that unfortunately, very, very unfortunately, that Brad Arnold, the lead singer of Three Doors Down, has just revealed the news in an emotional social media post that he was diagnosed with clear cell renal carcinoma, a form of kidney cancer. Arnold then says the cancer metastasized to his lungs, a stage 4 diagnosis. And he did say in the video he's trying to stay positive. He's a very faithful guy. You can watch the video. You can click on the TMZ article that I shared and watch it from there, or go to the Three Doors Down social media pages, see it there. That said, Arnold tells fans this summer's Three Doors Down tour can't go on, and he apologizes to all the fans who were excited to cheer them on. Let's hope for the best for him. And I'm really hoping. It sucks seeing anything like this pop up. It just such a burden on somebody. It's such a terrible, terrible thing for somebody to go through. So yeah, let's hope Brad Arnold can stay strong, and hopefully it goes into remission. If you want to see the full article, you can. Like I said, it's shared at K-Bear 101 FM on our Facebook page. Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101. There's this group of researchers who are exploring the dirt and rock underneath the crust of the earth. Imagine this. They're at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. They planned to drill for 200 meters, but things were easier than expected, so they just kept drilling. They've gotten more than 1,268 meters, which is more than 3/4 of a mile. The deepest ever recorded. What's the pressure like down there? It'd be terrifying. It's dark. This drill got through most of the crust and nearly got into Earth's mantle layer. Future missions are being planned to push farther, which would bring even more information about our planet up to the surface. So you're telling me that we're just assuming that there's the Earth's core, the Earth's inner mantle, outer mantle, crust, all that stuff. We don't really know what's below. I mean, we could go down there and be completely mind blown. Isn't that insane? To be at the bottom of the ocean, isn't that pressure just downright absurd? Like, wouldn't the drill... I don't know much about this type of subject. I mean, obviously, I'm a radio DJ, so I'm just trying to figure it out here as to how you're supposed to float down to the bottom of the ocean, then start drilling all the way down. You're like, okay, that's enough for today. And you come back up. Wow. It just boggles my mind. The Shedeur Sanders saga lives on. A fan has filed a lawsuit. We talked about this briefly yesterday. I figured I would bring it up during the Shot Clock Sports Update today. A fan has filed a lawsuit against the NFL for $100 million over emotional distress caused by the drop experienced by Sanders in the NFL draft. The fan who filed the federal lawsuit as John Doe to protect his identity claims it was mentally frustrating and debilitating to watch the draft and see Sanders get passed over. Watch it be Dion who filed this lawsuit. Get passed over pick after pick until the 5th round. All of that emotional distress and trauma as a fan and consumer, according to this 55-year-old fan, is worth about $100 million. Sounds about right. While the story of this year's NFL draft might have been hijacked by Shedeur Sanders, his teammate Travis Hunter, teammate Travis Hunter should probably have gotten more attention. Hunter is a legit two-way player and is expected to play both offense and defense at a high level. He actually has decent odds of winning both Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year. Only running back Ashton Genty, is that how you say his name, and quarterback Cam Ward have better odds of winning on offense. And only edge defender Abdul Carter has a better chance of winning the defensive award. Back in January, the Los Angeles Dodgers were attempting to sign Japanese pitching superstar Roki Sasaki. While meeting with Sasaki, Dodgers president Stan Kasten, I believe that's how you say his last name, was describing a stadium renovation project that involved upgrading the clubhouse and facilities. Sasaki asked if the remodeled bathrooms would have Japanese-style toilets which feature bidets and heated seats. Kasten took the recommendation and made sure the new bathrooms had fancy toilets, and Sasaki chose to sign with the Dodgers on a 6-year with a $6.5 million signing bonus. Wouldn't that be cool to go somewhere in radio? It'd be pretty neat if I were to go somewhere else. They're like, hey, what do you need from us? Be like, I need a heated toilet with a bidet. And give me the millions of dollars, and I'll come here. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. I don't know why I didn't talk about this during the Shot Clock Sports Update. I saw the major announcement. Looks like that leak was correct. There was that previous story where I believe the YouTube channel was accidentally updated ahead of time, where it said Utah Mammoth back when the Utah Hockey Club didn't know what team name they were going to go with permanently. Well, the ancient beast has been resurrected from the Ice Age. The Utah Mammoth, the official name of the Salt Lake City NHL team. I kind of like it. I think it's great. Let's see, what's the poll looking like on Twitter? Some guy named Brian Carlson tweeted out, what do you think of the new team name for the Utah Hockey Club, the Utah Mammoth? Can I vote on it and see how it is? Oh, 72.8% say love it. 27.2% say they nope, I don't like it. Choose another one. I mean, Utah Hockey Club was just kind of dumb and boring. Utah Outlaws, that sounded like an oxymoron. But Utah Mammoth, still not necessarily the best name that I would have gone with, but I think it's honestly better than the Vegas Golden Knights. I feel like that's such a stupid name. I remember when that team was new and they were trying to decide, and it could have been like the Las Vegas Aces, could have been something cool like that, but no, they went with the Golden Knights. Like it tried too hard to be tough. Like, you know, when you're on a soccer team as a 4-year-old and you guys try choosing, you have the kids choose what the team name is going to be. I think my sister was on like the Springing Jelly Beans or something like that. Back when I was playing soccer, back when I used to only play soccer and wait for I used to stand there on the field and be that kid that was super excited about the oranges that we would get at halftime, and I would just sit there and eat those instead. We were the Orange Dragons. Yeah, that's what the Vegas Golden Knights sounds like to me. Just a 4-year-old soccer team. Utah Mammoth, slightly better, still not great, but I'll take it. I do like their colorway, and I'm hoping to at some point go see a game or two. So it turns out a bunch of rich dudes have been skirting taxes by pretending their Ferraris live in Montana. Yeah, Montana. Because nothing screams, I'm just a humble rancher, like a lime green Lamborghini parked next to a feed store. It's not just Ferraris. It's a whole bunch of different supercars. Apparently, all you've got to do is drop $1,000 to open a fake LLC in Montana, register your supercar there, and boom, no sales tax, no smog check, no inspection. Just that's it. But now California and Utah finally are cracking down because someone looked around and went, hey, why does Montana have more Ferraris than actual people? All right. I'm glad to see they're getting chewed out upon. So if you're one of those guys with your Bugatti based in Billings, you might want to start sweating, or at least get used to the fact of actually paying taxes like the rest of us peasants. Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101. For some reason, this popped up in the news. Benny Blanco, the famous pop producer, has produced so many hit pop songs that most of you pretend to hate, but you secretly like. It's a part of your guilty pleasure playlist. Benny Blanco, for some reason, posted on TikTok, hey, if you're looking for your summer hydration hack, it's a piece of watermelon with some liquid IV powder and a splash of lime juice on it. Why not just drink water and eat watermelon? That's about it. I mean, I'm not trying to be the hydro homie or the boring guy. I'm just saying, hey, you know what? Why not? The people that say they don't drink water the regular way, that they say they don't like water, I don't trust them. Same as those people that say I only eat like chicken tenders. I can't remember the last time I had chicken tenders. I might have had a 4-pack of them from Culver's, but I never crave them. I never wake up and say, you know what I'm craving? Chicken tenders or chicken nuggets. I don't know. I feel like I eat enough chicken breast and chicken thighs as it is. I don't need it in nugget or tender form. But going back to this whole thing, watermelon with some liquid IV powder and a splash of lime juice on it. Wasn't there some weird food combination about watermelon and mustard? Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, the combination of mustard and watermelon, though unconventional, can be surprisingly palatable due to the contrast between the sweet watermelon and the tangy, slightly spicy mustard. I mean, didn't we try that once? I think we did. Might have been years ago. Do we have that anywhere? We've done so much stuff now that I can't remember it. It's pretty sad. K-Bear 101. I know Victor talked about this on his morning show. IGN posted a video. 89 details from Grand Theft Auto 6 Trailer 2. 89. A team of nerds just watched that trailer over and over and over again. And we're like, oh, that right there, that means something. That person is originally from GTA 3, and they're actually now owning a gun shop, blah, 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 blah. Tons of stuff. I haven't watched the full thing. I watched a short of it somewhere. Might be Instagram, might be Facebook, whichever one it was. At some point, I probably will dive deep and join the nerds in what exactly are we expecting from Rockstar for GTA 6. I want to know if there was a way to interview at least a couple of the developers, I should say. That would be fun to interview those people and say, hey, are you the guys that put those details into trailers to freak the nerds out? Like, do you secretly go like, maybe we should place that there to really have someone sort of replicate the Leonardo DiCaprio meme of him pointing at the television going, oh, that means something right there. All right, where's my Star Wars music for those listening to the live show, for those listening to the podcast, although here is me speaking right now, but just imagine the Star Wars music below me. Lorna Rook, an NHS employee over in the UK, was awarded nearly $40,000 after being compared to Darth Vader during a team-building exercise. The incident occurred when a colleague took a Star Wars-themed psychological test on her behalf and announced that Rook's personality matched that of the Sith Lord. Although the test described Darth Vader as a very focused individual, Rook found the comparison insulting and claimed it made her feel unpopular at work. She must be fun at parties. An employment tribunal agreed that the analogy was detrimental, leading to the compensation award. Just another reminder that even in team building exercises, it's best to tread carefully, I guess. I mean, it's best to just keep your mouth shut in the workplace. I wish I could do that, but, I'm in radio. I got to talk every single day. Sometimes I feel like just coming in here, going to the studio, doing my thing, having the door shut, don't want to deal with people, don't want to say one wrong thing, and it ends up being a talking to, that type of thing. Maybe... I don't even want to say it. I was going to make a joke about the Emperor and Victor, but maybe he'll, all of a sudden get mad like Lorna Rook would, and, he's trying to get that money to buy his Dolce & Gabbana refrigerator. An Ohio woman got pulled over on Monday night, sorry, not a Monday, this previous Monday, and when cops looked inside her car, they found a raccoon in the driver's seat holding a meth pipe, just chilling. I actually saw this video on Instagram The reel is making its rounds. This woman, she's 55 years old, Victoria Vidal. She was arrested for having an outstanding warrant and driving on a suspended license. But the real star here, Chewy the Raccoon, who was allegedly riding shotgun and decided to dabble in some meth. Officers searched the car. They found a generous party pack, meth, crack, and multiple pipes. Yippee. So Chewy wasn't there just for moral support. He might have been the brains of the operation. Just think of like a weird twist of that Rocket the Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy. Vidal is in custody. Chewy is unharmed, and still no word on whether he belongs to her or just wandered in for a hit and a joyride. If Florida is listening, Ohio's coming for your brand. Just a reminder that the K-Bear 101 Secret Sound powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys is still going on. Scott could not get the sound correctly. He guessed flipping pages through a book. You can find all the incorrect guesses through the form on the apps, which, by the way, you can use that form to sign up and have us randomly call you. The jackpot has reached its max, $1,048. That's a whole lot of money. I can get you quite a lot. I mean, I could have ChatGPT again tell you exactly what $1,048 could get you, but I think you understand. But Scott has also been entered into that drawing for tickets to go see Seether, POD, and Nonpoint at the Mountain America Center next Sunday. Not this upcoming Sunday. Jeez, I have to cough again. Every time I do a break, for some reason, I feel the need to like burp, hiccup, or cough. BHC. Anyway, as I was rudely interrupted by the need to just, for some reason, almost burp into the microphone. That show is happening Sunday, May 18th. Seether, POD, Nonpoint at the Mountain America Center. Very excited. Very excited for that show. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We'll be hosting the party as per usual. And, I'm looking forward to that. And also really looking forward to somebody winning $1,048 for the K-Bear 101 Secret Sound powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. I figured I would help out our sister channel Z103. They're doing this thing called Confessions. And you go to the link. I believe the link's on their app, the Z103 app. If you got something to confess, you can send them your anonymous secrets. Funny, weird, just plain wrong. And Katie might read yours on the air around 4:30 p.m. weekdays on Z103. You'll stay anonymous, no names. And make sure you stay anonymous, too, with no other names as well. No names, no judgment. Daily confessions are also posted on their socials, too. So if you have something that you want to just, get out there, spill it out, do so. I mean, I almost felt like filling it out myself, but I feel like, wouldn't she see my name entering the form, too? I wanted to complain about a certain somebody within the building that keeps turning the lights off in the men's restroom, even though there's that sign that I've talked about before, that paper sign, please keep lights on during business hours. It's only one person. And I don't necessarily want to call them out on the air, but they know who they are. And I feel like they do it on purpose now, just to annoy me. That I'm willing to fill out a Z103 East Idaho Confessions thing for a confessions form because of that person. Oh, wait, no. Your confession, I consent, I'm not a robot. Can they not see who fills it out? I might need to do it. I might need to do it. And you should too. I wish Victor was here for today's to peach their own question. What movie do people call a classic that's actually kind of boring? If you've tuned into me before, you know my answer. 2001: A Space Odyssey. One of the worst movies I have ever seen. Ever. And people will disagree with me saying, oh no, it's an artistic masterpiece. They're not saying anything about the story. They're more so just like thrilled that the camera work back then was quite phenomenal for the 1960s. Big whoop. Tell me a good story. And people can feel the way that they feel about the movie. That's just my opinion. You can feel you can feel however you feel about any movie out there. That's why the segment is called To Peach Their Own. What movie do people call a classic that's actually kind of boring? Let me know. 208-535-1015. Hey, K-Bear, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, boss?
Stuart, what movie do people call a classic that's actually kind of boring?
Lord of the Rings.
To be quite honest with you, dude, I haven't seen it just because I was, just like Game of Thrones, I was never interested in fantasy.
Yeah. I just, if you ever see it, like Jay Silent Bob's, his review of Lord of the Rings, I can't remember what movie it was in, but basically, walk, stumble, walk, throw ring and volcano. Wow.
That's essentially it. K-Bear, what's happening?
How are you, my friend?
Doing fantastic. What's up with you?
Not much. What's the wonderful question of the day? Because I just barely kind of woke up.
What movie do people call a classic that's actually kind of boring?
Sorry, McFly, I'm going to hurt your feelings today.
Really? Back to the Future.
Good movie, but I don't think it deserves to be categorized really high. I think a lot of reason is the emotion of, I'm going to be an idiot. Forget his name for a second. McFly, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
I think because of what he ended up going through with the Parkinson's and everything, which just made it where it was a little bit more overhyped.
I don't know. I've seen it recently, and I think it's definitely a classic movie for sure, but I can get where you're coming from because a lot of these older movies, they have pretty terrible, a slow burn type of pace. And
though I am curious for the new one, if they are really releasing that or if that was just a big, huge hoax.
Are they releasing a new Back to the Future movie?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me look this up real quick. Back to the Future 4 2025 first trailer with Tom Holland. I really hope it's fake. Back to the Future 4 never happened. Wait. Oh, it's a concept trailer. Teaser trailer concept. Yeah, I don't think it's a real thing, unfortunately. Would have been neat, but I don't know how they would have Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd in that. I thought Christopher Lloyd was old back then. I mean, how old is he now?
I don't know. You got the power of the computer in front of you.
86.
He would make a great Doc Brown at the age of 86.
He would. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, a.k.a. Brendan Peach, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.